Hi, shalom, man. It's your boy Sleep. El Sueño for the Northern Tribes. Reporting live from Chasing Precepts. We're going to give all praises to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Y, Yahweh Shai. Letting the brother be here today, letting you be here today, allowing me to teach, allowing you to listen. Alright? So, if you've been keeping up, I've been doing a mini-series on 4 horses, 4 horsemen. We covered the red, we covered the black, and now we're on the Grisled and Bay. Okay, the red was Esau, the black was the famine and pestilence. Now you're going to find out with the Grisled and Bay horses. Excuse me, Salakia. What is their purposes? Alright. So we're going to start at Zechariah 6 and 7. And the Bay went forth and sought to go out, and sought to go that they might walk to and fro through the earth. And he said, get you hence, walk to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Okay? So all the other horses, they were just told to go. But these particular set of horses, they were told to walk to and fro through the earth. Alright? That earth that is speaking of is the planet. Okay? So their job, they're scouts, they're walkers. Alright, they're scouts. They're the eyes of the Lord, man. Okay, they're watching and peeping and checking. They're working stuff up. But they are on the ground. They are boots on the ground. They are the eyes. That black horse, he's let loose probably after the eyes report back to the Most High once they've gotten everything prepared for those other horses. But those Grisled and Bay horses, they are on the earth. They're walking around, alright? Now, let's go further into that. Let's get Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2. Alright, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2. Salakia. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. We're going to start at verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Okay, so there are angels on this earth unawares that you wouldn't know. People that maybe you dealt with your whole life, people that just pop in and out right fast. But it's telling you to be careful because they are angels. You've entertained angels, man, on this earth unawares. So do you know what it would feel like to blow on an angel or tell him, get the hell out of my face, I ain't got no change or something like that? That's a hard judgment to swallow at the end, man. So what that verse establishes, Hebrews 13 and 2, is that there are angels walking around on this earth. All right? Straight up, lock, stock, and barrel, bro. Those are the Grisled and Bay. Those are the eyes of the Lord. Those are the scouts. Alright, so now let's get Zechariah 1 and 10. And we're going to get examples. I'm going to give you different examples of angels here on the earth. They're crossing from that spiritual plane over into the physical plane. Okay? They cross from the spiritual plane. They actually go from where the Most High resides, the throne room, here to the earth. They're crossing that spiritual to that physical. All right, but they are still spiritual beings. Okay, so let's get what was I? Salakia for that. Zechariah 1 and 10. So we're gonna get examples of these Grisled and Bay horses, which are angels going throughout the earth, traveling from the spirit world, from the throne room of the Most High, the heaven of the heavens, down to the earth, to the planet, and they're walking about, and they have different roles. All right, going back to that again, they got different roles as they walking, man. So this is Zechariah 1 and 10. I'll start with 9. Then said I, O my Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they who the Lord had sent forth to walk to and fro through the earth. Okay? So it said that the angel talked with him. Those are one of those scouts. Those are one of those messengers. That red horse ain't doing no talking. That black horse ain't doing no talking. It ain't doing no walking. It's just straight riding. But understand that only one of these horses was given specific directions to walk to and fro through the earth. Okay? That's their job. They're walking to and fro. So they're walking to and fro. A lot of times they're disguised as humans, man. Alright? So that's one example. So now let's get Genesis. Let's get Genesis chapter 18, verse 1 and 2. Alright, we just gonna get some quick hit examples of these angels popping up as men, walking to and fro. This is Genesis 18, 1 and 2. And the Lord appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent during the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself toward the ground. Okay? So those, if you know this story, this is Abraham. Those 3 men represented angels. Okay? But here they were dressed as men, looking like men. But they are spirits. They are angels. They are walkers. They are scouters. They're not riding no black horse. They're not riding no red horse. Okay? And then it's another horse. That's death and hell. They're not riding on that. They're coming to deliver a message. Cross from that spiritual world to the physical world. Okay? So that's one example. Let's get some more. Genesis 19 and 1. Okay, and there came 2 angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. So there it is again. And there came 2 angels to Sodom, looking like men. Okay, and Lot treated these people good, because it said, man, be wise when you're entertaining strangers. You may be entertaining angels, man. So these men were angels looking like men, walking the earth. Okay, there are sets of angels. That's their job description. Watch, look, report back, set things up. Take your post from the Lord and go to the physical world out here on planet Earth and set things up and watch and report back, man. That's their job. All right, so let's get some more examples. Let's get Daniel chapter 8, verse 5 through 16. Daniel chapter 8, verse 5 through 16. Verse 15 through 16. And it came to pass, when even I, Daniel, had seen the vision and sought for the meaning, then behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of Elah, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. So the Most High is telling Gabriel, make this man understand the vision. So Gabriel's going to cross over from the throne room, from the spiritual side, from the heavens of heavens, down to the physical planet Earth to pass a message. You understand? But he said he saw an appearance of a man. They're going to come looking like men. They're all kind of different looking angels, man. Some look like men, some look like beasts. Some look like something that you wouldn't want to see, man, in the daytime. All right? But it is an example of Gabriel popping up to go pass a message. Make him understand the vision. Okay? He got his post from the Most High. Make him understand the vision. That's his job. So he has to come on down here to earth to do it. Okay? These are the scouts. These are the people that are here with boots on the ground. All right? So let's get Matthew 1. Matthew 1, chapter 20, verse 21. For while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Ghost. Okay? So that is an angel popping up telling Joseph. Okay? Those are those scouts. Those are those walkers. Okay? These guys have very important jobs, man, because they're passing along the word of the Most High. They're very, very esteemed, important jobs. You understand? Each angel has his own job, and they're going to do their job to the T. All right? Let's get, to show that point, let's get Psalms 103, chapter 20, verse 21. Psalms 103, chapter 20, verse 21. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Bless ye the Lord, all ye his hosts. Now, if you remember back in 1 Kings 22, it said that the heavenly host was on the right and the left. See, right now what we're reading is right-hand angels, passing the message, encouraging brothers, showing meanings of visions and dreams. These are right-hand angels. Remember, it said it's all the host of heaven on the right and on the left. But you remember the Most High said he controls the evil and the peace, both of them. So right now I'm giving you examples of right-hand angels. But it said all ye his host. So we can get that left hand too. Okay? That do his pleasure. So whatever these left-hand angels are sent to do, they're doing it on the behest of the Most High. It's his pleasure. I don't care what job they're performing, they were told to do it. You gotta get that through your head, man. It ain't no rogue angels. A little rain coming out here. It ain't no rogue angels just making their own moves, bro. That's a lie. It just said that do his pleasure, that hearken unto his words. Remember, they're not flesh. Even if they come down here disguised as that, they ain't that. They're spirit. They're going to listen. A big booty girl and a party cannot throw them off from their job. Okay? So, we got examples of right-hand angels. Now, I'm going to give you examples of left-hand angels. Alright? Now, you remember in 1 Kings 22 and 19, where the Lord was holding counsel, and this one angel stood up and said, well, he wasn't holding counsel. He was just, asking the guys what they want to do with it. And one angel said, I'm going to be a lying spirit. And the Lord sent that angel. Okay? Because that was the Lord's pleasure for that angel to go be a lying spirit in the mouth of the prophets of that wicked Israelite king. That was his pleasure, to put him to death for the wickedness he was doing. Okay? So once that lying spirit, he told that lying spirit, go forth, you're declared the winner. Because his pleasure is to put him to death. He's not going to send a right-hand angel for that. You understand? There's different departments and jobs, man. Come on now. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. You're not going to send somebody from, what you call it, HQ or whatever, when you got to call and, the people in the offices you got to deal with. You're not going to send them to clean out the bathrooms, man. And you're not going to send the person in the bathrooms to go in the office and take calls. It don't work like that. It's two different departments. You were hired for this. They were hired for that. All right? So let's get examples of left-hand angels, man. Let's get Job chapter 1 verse. Man, it is raining. I'm trying not to let my phone get wet. Sloppy. Let's get Job chapter 1 verse 6 through 12. Okay? This is a prime story right here, man. Because people want to say that there was a war in heaven. You can't prove that through the scriptures. We're going to show you how. Job chapter 1, verse 6 through 12. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also amongst them. So if they came to present themselves before the Lord, they're taking their post. Satan was amongst them, bruh. Okay? He was amongst them. He couldn't blow that meeting off. He couldn't do it. He had to take that meeting. Okay? And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth and from walking up and down it. Now, in Zechariah 6 and 7, he told those grizzled and bay horses their job is to go to and fro through the earth. So it's telling you that Satan is a grizzled and bay horse. He's a scouter angel, man. He's a walker. He's going to be here on earth. That's his job. He's going to be here on earth. He basically told the Lord, I'm doing what you told me to do. Going to and fro, walking up and down, keeping my eyes peeled, reporting back. He told him what he was doing. He didn't say doing what I want to do. Doing what you told me to do, according to Zechariah 6 and 7. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil? Now you know if the Most High asking him that, man. He said, have you considered my servant? Have you put your eyes on him yet, bro? Now you know if the Most High is asking you this, he already know the answer. He already know the answer. But he created Satan to be wicked. So he knows the response that Satan is going to give him. Because this story is a breakdown of the elect. You're going to go through it, man. You're going to get tested. And who you think he going to send? One of these right-hand angels to test you? No, man. It's not going to go like that. Okay, verse 9. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear God for naught? Hast thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and the substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. Now Satan told him, put forth thine hand. We know who's at the right hand. At Yahushua. We know he's the right hand, and he earned his way on the right side. Satan didn't say put forth thy right hand. The right hand is talked about in the Old Testament. Okay? It's talked about. Satan didn't say that. He said put forth thine hand, man. Basically, let me touch him. I'm the left hand. My brother over here, the right hand, I'm the left. Let me touch him. Let me touch him with this left hand, man. Put forth your hand, which is me. And let me see what he gonna do. Behold, the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. He went forth from the presence of the Lord because he got his instructions. This is what you can do to him. This is what you can't. And he left from the presence of the Lord. When he left, he literally left the throne room and came down to the physical planet Earth. Alright? He made a move. He was given his instructions the same way that lion spirit was given instructions from the Lord. So here he is from Job all the way to 1 Kings, where Satan is doing exactly what the Lord has told him. So now, when Yahushua is put to death, he's going to go back up to heaven and kick Satan out for doing what the Lord told him? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Because from Job to 1 Kings, he's doing to Zechariah, he's doing exactly what the Lord told him to do, man. You have to point out to me where he flipped. Because he's part of the host. Remember what it says in Psalms 103? All ye hosts of heaven. Alright? So now let's get 2 Chronicles 16 and 9. I was supposed to get that first, Salakia, man. And then Job. Let's get 2 Chronicles 16 and 9. Alright, for the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. So it said the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, man. Satan is part of those eyes. What did he answer Yahweh back when he asked him, where have you been? He said, coming to and fro. He's part of those eyes. Okay? His job is not the job of those writers. His eyes are for something different. But they are for something, and they're for the pleasure of the Lord. What he said, let loose thine hand. Because he knows he's the left hand. Okay? So let's get here's another good example of it. Let's get Matthew 12, 43 and 45. I'll give you an example of these wicked spirits, these unclean spirits, walking the earth. You think they just walking the earth on their one accord, on doing what they want? No, they've been told to go to and fro. All right, this is Matthew 12 and 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest and finding none. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept and garnished. Then goeth he and taketh himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so it shall be also unto this wicked generation. So it's telling you how a wicked spirit will go into a man. That man will get himself right. That wicked spirit will leave. He'll go grab on 7 more spirits, bro. They go walk through the earth. He said he walketh. He walketh through the earth. Okay? Now, let's get 1 Peter 5 and 8. So that's an example how these spirits, unclean spirits, are walking through the earth. But they're walking on the behest of the Most High. Not doing it on their own, man. All right, let's go 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. See, he said your adversary, not mine. Okay? He's our adversary. He's Satan to us. He's not Satan to the Most High. He's not an adversary. How can you be an adversary to somebody that created you, man? I know what button to press to click you off. And you know this. So you're not going to come at me crazy, because you know, that's it. Thanos snapping is done. I ain't got to sit and allow this stuff to go on with you. His job is to walk about as a roaring lion. That's his job. That is his job, man. All right? So, remember we said that the story of Job is about the elect. All right? The Lord is going to test the elect, man. There's no two ways about it. Now, he's not going to test you with a right-hand angel. If anything, don't let one of them left-hand angels loose on you, man. Alright? Now, where is Salakia, man? I'm supposed to know this off the top of my head. Here we go. Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So he's telling you, bro, you're going to be tried. Who do you think is going to do the trying? The same way he did in the book of Job. He let that left-hand angel out. Walk the earth and go try this man. I know he's going to overcome. But walk the earth. Go to and fro and go try him. Alright? So there's one more I wanted to get. That wasn't the exact one. That wasn't the one. But we're going to end it right there, man. Because through this, you understand that there are scouter angels, okay? That's what the Grisled and Bay angels do. They pass messages. They pop up where the Lord needs them to pop up. They come from the spiritual world over here to the physical planet. And you don't know when you've entertained one of these angels. On the right or on the left. Alright? Simple as that, man. That's what the Grisled and Bay horses are to do. Go to and fro throughout the earth. You see somebody sitting on your porch late at night or however, and it's real dark, and you see somebody just walking real quiet. Picture that as one of those angels. They just walking, checking things out. Alright? So next, we go on to death and hell. That's another horse. And then we get to my favorite, the white horse. But next, we got to touch on death and hell. So this has been your boy Sleep, El Sueño for the Northern Tribes, reporting live from Chasing Precepts. We'll be back with death and hell. Hope somebody was edified. Shalom.